In the last 48 hours, a staggering 27% of AI-related shares in Asia have plummeted, with Brent oil trading near $1, sparking a frenzy among European investors, particularly in London, where the FTSE 100 has seen a significant decline. This sudden downturn has left many wondering what this means for European money in 2025. And more specifically, how it will impact the 3.5 million high net worth individuals in Germany. What will happen to the estimated €1.4 trillion in assets under management in the European Union? The sell-off has been brutal, with Tokyo's Nikkei 225 index plummeting 5.6% in a single day, and the Shanghai Composite Index falling by 4.2%, wiping out billions of euros in investments, with institutions like Deutsche Bank and UBS feeling the heat. The root cause of this chaos lies in the overvaluation of AI-related shares, which has led to a classic bubble burst scenario, leaving investors in cities like Zurich and Paris scrambling to minimize their losses. Will the German government's recent announcement to increase investment in AI research be enough to stem the tide? A deep dive into the numbers reveals that the AI-related share market in Asia has been growing at an unprecedented rate of 25% per annum, with European investors like those in the UK and France pouring in billions of euros, lured by the promise of astronomical returns, with some reports suggesting that the sector has attracted over €10 billion in investments from European venture capital firms in the last year alone. However, with the current sell-off, many are left wondering if they have made a grave mistake, and whether the 12% return on investment promised by some AI-related shares was merely a pipe dream. What role will the European Central Bank play in regulating this sector? Hidden beneath the surface of this chaos lies a complex mechanism that has been working against European investors, particularly those in Switzerland and Canada, where pension funds have significant exposure to AI-related shares. The system is designed to benefit a select few, while leaving the majority of investors with significant losses, with some estimates suggesting that over 50% of European investors in AI-related shares will lose their entire investment. As the dust settles, will European regulators finally take decisive action to protect their citizens' wealth? The psychological dimension of this crisis is equally fascinating, with many investors trapped in a cycle of greed and fear, unable to make rational decisions, and instead following the herd, with some reports suggesting that over 70% of European investors in AI-related shares have taken on more debt to invest in the sector. This mindset has led to a catastrophic outcome, with investors in cities like Berlin and Toronto facing financial ruin. What is the one thing that wealthy individuals do differently to avoid such pitfalls? Wealthy people think differently about risk and reward, often taking a contrarian view and diversifying their portfolios to minimize exposure to volatile markets, with some reports suggesting that over 60% of high net worth individuals in Europe have invested in alternative assets such as real estate and private equity. They understand that true wealth creation requires a long-term perspective and a deep understanding of the underlying mechanisms that drive markets. Can you adopt this mindset to protect your wealth? To navigate this treacherous landscape, there are 3 specific actionable steps you can take. First, Diversify your portfolio by investing in a mix of low-risk bonds and high-yielding dividend stocks, such as those listed on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. Second, consider opening a tax-efficient savings account, such as a German Riester-Rente or a Canadian registered retirement savings plan. Third, educate yourself on the fundamentals of investing and avoid getting caught up in the hype surrounding AI-related shares, by using platforms such as Bloomberg or Reuters to stay informed. What other secrets can you uncover to protect your wealth? If you are still watching, you already think differently from 95% of people. Most people will watch this and do nothing. You are not most people. Press like. It takes 1 second and helps more people find this truth. Subscribe. Because tomorrow I am covering something that will make today look like a warm-up. I will see you there.